As I mentioned before, my name is Paul Weiland. I don't have a real strong voice, so you're going to have to be quiet to hear me. I'm a homeschool father as well as a scientist. And here we have a bald eagle. An ornithologist, which is a bird scientist, classifies this as a raptor or a bird of prey. Now, some people say a bird of prey is any bird that eats meat. Well, a lot of our songbirds will eat insects, grubs, worms, and so on. But ornithologists do not call them a bird of prey. There are three things normally when the ornithologists look at when they call an animal a bird of prey.
Are you sure it's bright?
They are, first of all, they have keen binocular vision, very sharp vision. They have powerful razor-sharp curved beaks, and they have powerful feet with sharp talons. Anyone know what's talon? You know what a talon is? Yeah, what's talon?
It's a claw where there's
Yeah, those are claws. They're very long, sharp claws. Birds of prey normally include eagles, hawks, falcons, vultures, kites, ospreys, owls. Those are all called birds of prey. Bald eagles are thought to have 4 to 6 times or more better vision than human beings. They can fly as fast as 60 miles per hour, and when they dive on prey, they get up to 100 miles per hour. A bald eagle will add to its nest every year, so a bald eagle's nest can weigh up to a ton or more, as much as the tree will hold. Sometimes if it's in a tree, the tree will eventually collapse. And they can be 5 feet in diameter. Anybody here about 5 foot tall? You're about 5 foot tall, okay. See how tall she is? Well, from her feet up to her head, that's as broad as a bald eagle's nest can get. Pretty big, huh?
You just jump down.
The talons of many of the raptors can exert over 100 pounds per square inch. So they're pretty powerful. The tendons on the muscles of these feet have ridges in them that kind of act like a ratchet. So when the raptor grabs prey, those tendons can click in so it doesn't have to keep its muscles shut real tight. The tendons take over kind of as a ratchet. An eagle, when it's in the nest with its young, will ball its tendons so it doesn't pierce the young. That wouldn't be too nice. The word raptor, we find it comes from a Latin term, R-A-P-E-R-E, which means to seize or to snatch or to take by force, which is a pretty good description of what raptors do to their prey. Okay, on either side of the eagle here we have vultures. The pin on either side are vultures. Vultures are what we call scavengers. That means they eat carrion. What's carrion? Anyone know what carrion is? Yeah.
dead meat.
Dead meat, right. They'll eat animals that have been dead sometimes for several days. What happens to meat when you leave it out in the open, not refrigerated? Yeah.
It gets rotten.
It gets rotten. And what happens if we eat rotten meat?
It gets sick.
We would get sick if we eat rotten meat. A lot of animals would get sick if they eat rotten meat, but not the vultures. God has given the vultures special stomachs, and special equipment so they don't get sick when they eat rotten meat. God has equipped them to be the cleanup crew, so a lot of dead bodies don't stand laying around, but the vultures take care of it. If you notice, the vultures don't have feathers on the head either, because a lot of times they'll stick their head into a carcass, and that sure would mess feathers up if they tried to do that. Vultures also have a very good sense of smell. They can fly around high up in the air, circling around, and smell the rotting meat. Now, owls, also raptors or birds of prey, are what we call nocturnal. What do we mean by nocturnal? Anyone know? Yeah.
They sleep in the day and hunt in the night.
Okay, so if an animal nocturnal, it'll come out at night. There is an, what's that?
Our families are nocturnal.
Oh. There's an owl in the pen just around the corner there, so as you go to the next position, you take a look at the owl. It's a spectacle owl, which we don't have here. It's found in South America. Owls are really well equipped to be out at night. They have fringes on the end of the flight feathers, which muffles the sound of the air as it flies, so it's a silent flyer. They have big eyes to let in more light. There's not a whole lot of light at night, only light from the stars. But these big eyes let in more light. Plus, they have very good night vision. Now, if you look at the picture of the owl in your book there, that's a great horned owl. That's a common owl we have here in Missouri. It has those horns on top of its head, but actually those aren't horns. And they're not ears either. What are they? Anyone know what those are? Yeah. They're feathers. They're tufts of feathers sticking up out of the top of the head. There's a couple species of owl. One is called the long-eared owl, another species called the short-eared owl. But again, it's not the owl's ears, it's tufts of feathers that stick up. The long-eared owl would have a longer tuft than the short-eared owl. Where are the owl's ears located? Anyone know? Yeah. No, actually, the owl's ears are located in front of the face, underneath the eye, and the left ear and the right ear are different heights. That's so it can tell more exactly where sound is coming from. Like a little mouse rustling through the leaves, it can pinpoint exactly where that sound is coming from. Well, not only that, but if you've seen an owl or the picture in your book, you notice that the feather pattern around the eye is in a saucer shape or kind of like a disc shape. That helps to catch more sound waves and direct them in the ear. Have you ever done this to hear something better? Well, it's the same idea. There's more area here for the sound waves to gather and direct it into the ear. Okay, I said vultures have a very good sense of smell. Do owls have a good sense of smell? No, they don't. The great horned owl here can eat a skunk and it won't bother it at all. And owl's eyes are fixed. So, for instance, I can stand here, I can look, I can see someone over there with green, I can look over here, see someone in pink, but an owl to see it, he would have to turn his head like that to see the pink and the green. Well, actually an owl has 14 vertebrae in its neck, which is twice as many as humans. That allows them to turn their head to the back. Some of them can even turn their head more than 180 degrees. Anyone know what's a 180 degree turn? Okay, I'm standing here. If I turn completely around, that would be a 180 degree turn. Well, some owls can turn even farther, like turn like that, and even turn their head like that. So they can turn their head more than 180 degrees. The nerves and blood vessels are so arranged that they don't break when an owl turns its head that far. Now, an owl can't turn its head all the way around, but it turns its head so fast that it's led to the myth that owl can turn its head all the way around. Have you ever heard that birds evolved from dinosaurs, or that dinosaurs have feathers, and the feathers evolved, the scales of the dinosaur and reptile evolved into feathers? Well, creationists have looked at the fossils of the so-called feathered dinosaurs, and they're just not there. This just seems to be wishful thinking on the part of evolutionists. I have a picture of a magnified scale and a magnified feather, and there's one in your book too. Here's the scale, here's the feather. Can you see they look completely different?
Yeah.
And the more you magnify it, the deeper you get, the more difference they become. Well, that's all controlled by genetics, by the genetic information, the DNA. Excuse me. It's controlled by the DNA. in order for a scale to change to a feather, you would have to have loss of genetic information and a gain of genetic information. Evolutionists tell us that's done by mutations. In other words, a mistake in the copying of the DNA. Well, I've done a bit of molecular biology myself, and I can tell you mutations only always end up with a loss of genetic information. There's never a gain in genetic information. Okay, any questions? Anything about your blanks in the book? Okay, well thanks y'all. And just right around the corner is an owl, and your next stop will be the number 1 reptile.